You're looking at massive lines at Houston's main airport. Just one more sign. The government shutdown is making air travel especially frustrating right now. Houston George Bush Intercontinental Airport is telling passengers that TSA checkpoint lines could stretch 3 hours. The problem is TSA security officers are not getting paid during this government shutdown. Air traffic controllers are also in the same boat, and this past weekend was the worst for controller staffing since the shutdown began. 16,000 flight delays Friday to Sunday. This is the massive list of air traffic control facilities that had low staff on Friday. The FAA says 80% of New York controllers called out that day. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says staff shortages will get worse before they get better.
Okay, just got through security at Newark Airport. I got here at 6:58. I was out of security by 7:05. I came 4 hours early. Guys, if you got TSA, you're fine. As of right now, at 7 a.m. Okay, let's get a drink.
This is air traffic control. You're cleared for takeoff.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff, please.
Oh, babe, can you come pick up your clothes? I have them loaded. Meet me at the door while it's still open. I know it's getting cold out, but it's not frozen.
Wow, if I had to endure some of these lines at some of these airports, like I would feel literally defeated and not even want to go on the trip anymore. Like, who wants to start off their trip or vacation like this? It's just absolutely crazy to think that lines could get this long and crowded. But I mean, when people aren't showing up to work, I really shouldn't be surprised because, I mean, and rightfully so. I mean, if you're not getting paid, people are not going to want to have to deal with this, and they're not even getting a paycheck. But it seems like maybe since the shutdown is about to end or is ending, I don't even know how you would describe it at this rate. Seems like we've come to an agreement, shamefully, on these Democrats who made these TSA workers endure things like this for nothing. But anyway, that's what my previous video was about. So to hear my thoughts on that, definitely check that video out from yesterday. The flights, you really have to just like keep an eye on what's been happening in your area in regards to the airports, because it seems like it may just be a timing thing, because in a lot of the major airports at, I wouldn't say peak hours, but, hours that aren't super duper early. I know a couple of the videos were pretty early. So that probably contributed to the fact that there were no lines. So if you're trying to schedule a last minute trip, I would probably just try to do as early as you could possibly stand it, just to avoid that. But if you have an afternoon flight, and of course it's been scheduled way before the shutdown, I would probably honestly say just give yourself 4 hours just in case. I know that it's probably going to be annoying to have to be at the airport that long, but wouldn't you want to just have that peace of mind if you're able to just relax, maybe just go grab something to eat, just chill by the gate or wherever, or maybe just take a little walk around instead of having the stress on whether you're going to miss your flight or not. I know at this point we even have to be concerned if the flight is going to even happen because a lot of flights are getting canceled all over the country. But it just really seems like it's so unpredictable right now. And I think it's probably going to be unpredictable even a little bit after things get back to normal and people start getting paid again. I don't even know if there's a timeline on when that's supposed to happen, but it couldn't have been for a worse time, like right before the holidays with people traveling for Thanksgiving, which Thanksgiving I think is in a couple of weeks, which is crazy to think about already. But I would say if you're in Houston, give yourself 5 hours just in case, because that seems to be the main airport that's having the drama right now. I've seen a little bit of DFW. Fun fact, I think I may have mentioned this in a video, but I did work at DFW Airport for a couple years, and I worked in D Terminal, and I would have to be on the weekends. Usually I would have to be in to work for about 6 a.m. and it did usually look like that at times, very empty, chill. Maybe once in a while you'd have like a little line of people, but employees typically had their own line, so sometimes we had to wait, sometimes we didn't, just depends on who was working. But anyway, it just kind of seems like the earlier you go, the better. I don't even know if you'd be guaranteed to go like quickly, even if you had like a later flight, maybe 7, 8 o'clock takeoff time. But I just feel that you just have to do your research and just see like if there's been issues in your area, in your local airport. And just use TikTok as a resource. I know not a lot of people will use the app, but just use whatever social media. If you use Twitter or Instagram, or just Google and see if there's been any news stories of there being long lines at your airport. I would hate for people to miss their flight when it could have just been something as simple as coming in an hour early. I know it's kind of a drag to have to be at the airport that long. No one really likes it. I'm sure a few people like to just go around and browse and shop and eat and have a couple drinks, but you know, it's better safe than sorry, you guys. So if you have a flight coming up, I hope you make it. Your flight is going to go well. It's not going to be canceled. You're going to be able to walk right on through. And I just wanted to do this video because there's a whole lot of course, back and forth going on as to if, you know, if people are really experiencing long lines like this, or if people are really able to just walk through and it's just all clickbait and all for clicks and views and on the internet. And it kind of seems like it's a little bit of both, because I don't think the news would be covering it if it wasn't really happening. I don't think you could fake what's happening in those Houston clips. But anyway, you guys, just want to keep it short. Like I said, I just hope that anyone who's out there who is going to be flying soon, I hope that everything goes well with your flight. It runs smoothly, because the air traffic controllers are calling out too. So we hope everything works well with that. But anyway, definitely let me know what you think about this down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.